the top 5 or 6 feminist shows in late night, we're all about celebrating the achievements of fierce, brave, strong women. Well, that and dildo jokes, but mainly women. And tonight we want to celebrate a truly special female woman. Donald Trump's omnipresent spokescobra, Kellyanne Conway, or as Fox News calls her,
the first woman to run a winning presidential campaign in the history of this country.
First woman to be ever lead and win a presidential campaign.
The first woman to run a successful presidential campaign.
Jesus, Fox, stop ramming your feminist identity politics down America's throats. But they're right. Kellyanne did turn Trump's upended porta potty of a campaign around and get him elected pretty much single-handedly while raising 4 children and probably being interrupted every 3 minutes by the alpha bro jockstraps Trump likes to surround himself with. She is fucking amazing at her job and she deserves credit. But for some reason, not everyone is celebrating Kellyanne's victory for womanhood.
I gotta think that if Kellyanne Conway was on the left, I'd be seeing her on the cover of Vogue, but the left's not big fans.
Oh my God, you guys, it's so unfair. A woman pulls off the historic feat of electing a sexual predator who thinks women should be punished for having abortions, and feminists don't celebrate her with a Vogue cover. Although, she did get the cover of Pussy Grabber Enabler Monthly, so I guess that's something. Well, I, for one, am not about to question the feminist cred of a 49-year-old in a Supergirl costume, so tonight, we honor her.
New conservative feminist movement.
Women should not have the right to vote.
I would not want to be called a feminist.
Long before Trump grabbed her for his campaign, Kellyanne was fighting for and or against women's rights, always tackling the issues that mattered most, whether that meant defending marriage by attacking a PBS cartoon that featured a child with 2 moms or speaking up for feminism at conservative gatherings.
Femininity is replacing feminism as a leading attribute for American women. If women really want to be taken seriously in the workforce these days, looking feminine is a good way to start.
It is important to always emphasize your femininity. That's why even the W in the logo behind her was designed to look like a pair of tits. But as racists who don't feel like racists keep telling us, we should never judge anyone by what they say or do, but only by what's in their heart. And I know Kellyanne doesn't believe those homophobic, sexist things in her heart because Kellyanne doesn't believe anything in her heart. She will say literally anything. Exhibit A from back before Trump hired her.
It's completely transparent. Donald Trump's tax returns aren't. I'd like to see those be transparent. He says he's for the little guy, but he's actually built a lot of his businesses on the backs of the little guy through not paying contractors, victims of Trump University, victims of Trump in Atlantic City, insulting them as lying Ted. It was fairly unpresidential.
Oh, remember when that was Trump being unpresidential? We were so young and innocent in April. But the moment Svengali Ann found her trilby, she sang a different tune.
He started retweeting people criticizing Jeff Zeleny, our reporter, including a 16-year-old boy. Is that really presidential behavior?
Well, he's the president-elect, so that's presidential behavior, yes.
Great! By that standard, presidential behavior also includes owning slaves, nailing interns, vomiting on foreign leaders, and whipping your schlong out to White House staffers, all of which President Trump will likely do. But Kellyanne's true superpower is deflecting questions like Supergirl deflects bullets. Watch how many ways she evades one simple question about her boss's Twitter.
Is it responsible for a president-elect to make false statements like that?
Well, first, many people are questioning the victory. You've got people spending millions of dollars wasting money and time in the Clinton and Stein camps in Wisconsin, Michigan, and they tried in Pennsylvania to recount. Why can't you allow this president-elect to form his government the way President Obama and Secretary Clinton have suggested they would like him to do?
Is that statement by President-elect Trump true?
I'm sorry, the Clinton team is pretending that the scapegoat in this election is Jim Comey. Hillary Clinton's message was all negative, and I think what people will see is strong leadership in nominating Mad Dog Mattis, strong leadership in keeping those jobs in Indianapolis.
Kellyanne Conway, thanks for coming on and answering questions this morning.
What? She didn't answer your questions, you sentient pocket square. She just gave a 4-minute Trump commercial. We haven't seen a blonde do this much spinning and lying since Tanya Harding. Now look, I have met Kellyanne, and she is lovely in person. I get why most reporters like her, and some like her.
Trump said and wrote in tweets. Not at all. I love you, Kellyanne, and you know.
Argue with me. Hey, Chris, by the way, not ducking a thing. Not my style.
You are welcome
when you feel like
any time to come on New Day.
All right.
I'll make your coffee myself.
For more about Kellyanne and Chris's torrid affair, you can read my erotic novelization, This Just In. But as good as she is at hijacking interviews, she's even better at hijacking language. Did you notice that jiu-jitsu she did with fake news?
Steve Bannon ran Breitbart News. They peddled a lot of stories on that website that are just false.
I think the biggest piece of fake news in this election was that Donald Trump couldn't win. Talk about fake news. The fake news is that somehow the popular vote is more important than the Electoral College vote now. That you've got this raw information, this complete ridiculous fake news actually is just fake. It's not
actually been backed up by not only multiple sources, but other news agencies, New York Times.
Okay. The phrase fake news is like a loaded gun that Kellyanne deftly plucked out of reporters' hands and pointed at their heads. And she was doing it beautifully until a poorly coiffed water buffalo blundered in and fucked up her game.
I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you stay categorically?
You are fake news.
Jesus, Donald. Have you learned nothing from Kellyanne? Smile. Take the question. Don't answer it. Complain about Hillary Clinton. It's not a difficult formula. Which raises an important question. Why the hell is he president instead of her? Kellyanne is the soulless Machiavellian despot America deserves. Not this undisciplined, hobbit-handed omnishambles. Lean in, bitch. You're the one with superpowers. You changed history and also possibly ended it. So, Kellyanne, welcome to the Hall of Fame. If you want to pick up your award, it'll be behind our studio in the alley where women will be getting their abortions a year from now. Thanks for everything. We'll be right back.